You know that in lower standard we used to call that a push or a pull is considered to be force. But let us see what are the effects of the external force. It will change the shape of an object. For example, when a spring is stretched, there will be an increase in the length, and when it is pushed, the length will decrease. That means there is a change in the shape of the spring continuously by application of the force. If an inflated balloon is pressed between two palms, then the shape of that balloon will change. By pressing the balloon between the two palms from both the sides, you can see that the shape of the balloon changes. So change in the shape is one of the major effect of external force. Another effect is change in the position. When a book is lying on a table, if it is pushed, the position of the book would change. For example, your science textbooks, when it is pushed from a bench, then its position has been changed. By pulling a toy car which is attached to a string, it starts moving. That means that there is a change in its position. For example, when we stretch the string of this particular toy, the position of this toy changes. So, change in the position, that is what happens due to application of the force. Another effect is change in the state of motion. When a stationary ball is hit by a bat, it comes to in a motion. For example, a bat, when it hits a stationary ball, the ball comes to in the motion. So, that is the state of motion can be changed. A moving car can be stopped by application of the brakes. Don't try this, but when brakes are applied, then the car is being stopped. So, here it is done by professional stuntmen, but don't ever try this out. So, you can see that by application of the brakes, the moving car could be stopped. There can be change in the velocity of a moving body. That means when a cricketer hits a six, there is increase in the velocity of the ball. That means the speed and the direction, both will change when he hits a ball. For example, these are the 5 famous sixes of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Every time he hits a six, as you can see, that the velocity changes. That is, the direction also changes, and the speed, that is the magnitude of the speed of the ball, also changes. So whenever ball is being hit by a bat, by a cricketer, to hit a six, there will be change in the velocity of the moving body. When we classify forces, we classify them into basically contact force and the field forces. So, what is contact forces? The forces in which to move a stationary body or to stop a moving body, physical contact between the body is necessary. That means both the bodies should touch each other. Then and then only we say that the forces are contact force. For example, the video that you saw about pushing a book on the bench, that was a contact. Hitting of the ball by Dhoni with the help of the bat, that was a contact force. Pressing the balloon by both the sides by the palms, that was the contact. And the other kind of the force, that is the field force. It is the force that sometimes what happens, that the stationary body, in order to move the stationary body, or else in order to stop the moving body, the physical contact is not necessary. Such type of forces are called field forces. For example, when magnets attract the pins, then it is not necessary that the pins have to be in contact with the magnet. Then also the pins are attracted towards the magnet, so no physical contact, but then also there is a force. Such force is called as the field force. Not only that, when we throw a ball in the upper side, then it comes back onto the surface of the earth on its own. For example, the tossing of the ball on the upper face, as you can see that it comes back on its own towards the ground. That is because of the gravitational force, and in detail we shall study about that in the next topic.